My name is Shmuel Bowman. Welcome back to Communicate, and welcome to my study, to my office here in Efrat, Israel. We read the entire Torah over the course of 1 year, and as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, during the festival of Simchat Torah, we completed the cycle of reading the entire Torah, and we start from the beginning again. So we go through the entire Torah, and here we are 2 weeks into it, and we are at the chapter called Chaye Sarah, which means the life of Sarah, our matriarch, which corresponds with the book of Genesis, chapter 23. Let's take a look at it. This is our set of the 5 books of Moses. This is the first book, of course, the book of Genesis. And the section that I'm interested in is the section of the Torah reading today, Chaye Sarah. And it begins, V'hayu Chaye Sarah me'eh shana v'esrim shana v'sheva shanim. And this is the life of Sarah. She lived 127 years, and she died. And Abraham needs to bury Sarah. And he has a problem. He has a problem because he is a visitor or a stranger in the land of Canaan. It is not yet the land of Israel. He knows that this land is promised to him and to his offspring, which will one day be a great nation. But in the meantime, he's very much alone, and he needs to buy his own place. And he understands that unless he actually invests, unless he actually puts down roots in the land, which will be the land of Israel, he will only forever be just a traveler, just a sojourner. And that's what it is in a sense with all of us. We can go on a camping trip, and we can go on a hike or a canoe trip that I like to do. But at the end of the camping experience, you pull up the pegs of your tent, pack it all up, and go somewhere else. That place isn't yours. He wants to lay down roots. And so what does he do? He actually buys the place. And we see here, Vayakam hasadeh v'ma'ara asher bo la'Avraham la'chuzat kever me'et b'nei chet. It says that after the negotiations, the field of this cave, where the burial cave will be, that Abraham purchases from the sons of Chet. This is our deed of purchase of that land that takes place in the city which is now Hebron. And Abraham understands that this is the beginning of establishing the land of Israel. He knows how important it is. There's somebody else who also knows how important it is. Meet Rabbi Tzvi Yehuda Cook. This is the son of Rabbi Abraham Isaac Cook, who was the first chief rabbi in the modern state. Well, it was called Palestine. It was before it became Israel. And this is, in a sense, the founder of religious Zionism. In other words, integrating the land of Israel and the Torah of Israel. And look what he says here. He's talking about a very well-known rabbi known as the Rambam, Maimonides, a 13th century rabbi, philosopher. And he says, not only did the Rambam think that living in Israel was a mitzvah, a commandment of the Torah, he felt it was a mitzvah on which the whole Torah, the whole Bible, was based. Isn't that incredible? The idea that living in the land of Israel, establishing roots in the land of Israel, is what the entire Torah is talking about. In a sense, it means, I think, that living in Israel, establishing roots in Israel, is on the same level as the Torah itself. An incredible idea. Let's take a look at the land of Israel for a moment. Atlas. Big one too, and heavy. I love maps. Let's take a look and find Israel. And there we are. This is a map of the Eastern Mediterranean region. Israel with its neighbors. It's zeroed in here on the insert, and it shows the area that we want to talk about. And there's Hebron. There's Hebron, smack in the heartland of this region. Interesting how the Atlas has called this area West Bank. And this is Israel, showing that West Bank is an actual country And according to the UN, it actually is not an actual country. It may be considered a region. It may have other definitions, but it's not actually a country. I'll leave that political idea out there for discussion. But there's Hebron. There's Hebron, a city that exists today in the land of Israel, 4,000 years after Abraham buys it from the sons of Chet. What's going on here? The land of Israel has great importance. The Torah of Israel has great importance. So what are we missing? We're missing one more element, and that element is the nation of Israel. That gives us our three pillars that we need. The Torah of Israel, the land of Israel, and the nation of Israel. And you know what? When these three elements come together, when these three forces come together, great things can happen. We're not there yet. The state of Israel, you know, we've got a lot we need to work on still. The Torah of Israel is perfect and complete, but we're still having great divisiveness in terms of agreeing, and we need to get to a greater place of unity in terms of even understanding the Torah. As far as the nation of Israel is concerned, again, I really believe that we are in a place more than ever when it's all coming together. And when that happens, wonderful, amazing things can happen. Today in the land of Israel, in a sense, we're watching, we're doing, and we are participating in these three elements, the Torah, the land, and the people coming together for great, wonderful things. Thank you very much for joining me today on Communique, and very much in the spirit of our forefather Abraham and our foremother Sarah. And we're only a few kilometers away from where they're buried. So that's the energy I hope that I can share with you from this place today, from my study, from my office today. Thank you for joining. Shalom.